Me a second here, y'all. Let's make sure that everything is kosher before I begin. Yeah, it does look like we're live, so cool. I'll wait for a few people to get on in. Again, this is MLH with the MLH Comment Show. Russell, you are first, sir. Welcome on in. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Blue Unicorn. What's up? Unchained Artist. What it is. What's going on? I'm going to go ahead and exit this. We're going to wait for a few people to get in here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. G-Dub, what's up? Nice to have you in here. We're going to have a heck of a comment show today. I haven't even looked at the hate comments. Truth Speaker, thank you. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you being in here. We should have a pretty spirited comment show today. So glad you guys and gals are here. Actually, I don't like this chat format here. Let me pull up on my phone the actual. I have a restream chat going on. So Ms. Libby, thank you for coming on in. Thank you very much. Another day above dirt, living someone's dream. Unchained Artist. Exactly. Non-Mouse, welcome. And thank you all for joining. I think we got enough people to get this party started. So let me go ahead and hit that intro music. And welcome everybody to the MLH Comment Show. I, of course, am MLH. I forgot who I was there for a second. Jen, welcome on in. Thank you for being in here. Yeah, dishes suck, Jen. Good luck with that. The SNES. Wow, that's going way back, Unchained Artist. My favorite SNES game is Super Metroid. It's a great game. I will yell. Jen, I will yell if I need help. Okay, guys, we're going to get started with some comments. I got quite a few comments during the week. I had quite a week, so why don't I just transition on over here, and we will take a look at all our comments. Hopefully you guys have a good view of my screen here. Let me dismiss this because I already know what's going on with that. Let's dismiss that, and let's not have a handle just yet, so I'll go ahead and dismiss that. Okay, here we go. Let's start at the bottom here. King Solomon, always a good supporter of the show. Yeah, with a rebel yell. Yeah, exactly, Blue Unicorn. Exactly. I like that song, man. King Solomon says, Cockroach Fest 2020 in response to the Aurora Police event that I went to. It was an interesting event. I did see K-Dot's nemesis, R. Wong, there. He's part of SWAT and part of the K9 team, so double whammy on that guy. All right, I had a short that I put up there one day. I saw this car that was flipped upside down in a neighborhood, and I labeled it as not something you see every day. Super Dave 45 commented, that car is upside down. Indeed it was. It's just an oddity, just a really weird, odd thing to happen. So okay, let's move on. King Solomon again, giving away bikes that they stole from people. Actually, I don't know where they got, well, I know where they got the budget for this event, from the taxpayers. But they did give away probably about 10 brand new bikes that were purchased from Walmart. The reason I know they were purchased from Walmart, they had the same exact kind of tagging that Walmart puts on their bikes. So there you go. Regan said, thanks for coming today. Of course, Regan. I would never miss an opportunity to hang with the greatest of all time, Regan Benson. So no thanks needed, but I do appreciate that, Regan. Pallone says, thanks for the video, MLH. A lot of gang activity there, recruiting gang members, and now you're part of the gang. I am not part of the gang, Pallone. He's just giving me shit, but I always appreciate Pallone's comments. He's, he was one of the first 50 subscribers. I think you were like in the 40s, Pallone. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. So Pallone's been there from the get. So always appreciate your comments, Pallone. Blue Unicorn says, MLH K-Dot, keeping the peace. This was my video where I labeled it MLH Goes Super Saiyan. I did cut out the bad words. I don't do a lot of editing on my videos, but I will from time to time cut out the naughty words because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that too much. So I cut out naughty words where I can. If you want to see an unedited version of me just going off on R. Wong, just make sure you check out K-Dot's view. He has the same video, only in live format, and it's a bit longer. And Pissed Off Marine, what's up, man? Nice to have you in there. Appreciate you. There's no bad words, just words that shouldn't be used around old ladies. I agree, Unchained Artist. I actually did go off on that officer. It really made me mad because, the full story, full context, go to K-Dot's live, but I did do a static video on it, and I got upset because I was watching K-Dot's live. He wasn't too far from where I was, and I got there in time. And it's funny because R. Wong, if for those who haven't seen the video, R. Wong is an officer, short. I call him Short Stack because he's even shorter than I am. And R. Wong decided to get in K-Dot's face and get into his personal space. And it was funny. It took me about maybe 10 minutes to get where K-Dot was, and all that time he never budged. That officer never budged from where he was. He stood there, causing problems, trying to escalate, and it really made me mad because K-Dot was super calm, and if you guys know K-Dot, he's never like that. Like he'll let you know, and in this case the roles were reversed. So it is what it is. But all right, let's move on to another Blue Unicorn comment. Mr. Mustache gave you an order. Bow to the mustache. Yeah, you see how that went, Blue Unicorn, in the video. There was another porn stash cop that tried to give me an order that, let's just put it this way, it didn't work out for him. You see what you know what I'm saying? B. Wong, tell him he doesn't be Wong there, in reference to R. Wong. He is wrong. He was totally wrong. I just, when cops do that type of stuff, they're escalating stuff. They really want something to happen. They really want to put hands on, and I wasn't having any of it that day. So you guys got to see me kind of at my worst or my best, depending on your point of view. So, should change that to short pile. I like short stacks. Yeah, that's true, Anon Mouse. But at the time, I was trying to think of, ways of describing his shortness. And I don't know. I don't normally go for the ad hominem attacks, but sometimes they're kind of warranted. And in this case, it was definitely warranted. All right. Super Dave says, very nice weather. Yes, it was, Super Dave. That was the event that Aurora held at taxpayer expense to basically recruit and glorify police and first responders. So, it is what it is. Blue Unicorn says at 12:29, what was that? That's something you don't see every day. And I don't know what that was referring to at 12:29 in the video, Blue Unicorn, but I'll have to go back and check it out again. MLH in the house, King Solomon says, thank you very much. Harry Nuts. You know what? Harry Nuts did catch something. Let me see if I can pull up this video. because it was interesting. At 250 of the What's Going On Here video, there in the trees it looks like a demon. It was actually kind of scary. Is that a Halloween face in the trees looking down at the traffic stop? Looks spooky to me. Be safe out there. Yeah, that's a good catch, Harry. Let me see if I can pull up this video, and I'll hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up this video. Oh shoot. Let me just get a different page here. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. 250 in, because I did catch this one. It was really cool. I mean, some of the stuff that comes up on my feed, I'm like, what in the world is that? Okay, hang on just a second, guys. I'm gonna find this video. Here we go, and let me pause this. Right there. I don't know if you guys see this, but right up here, right above the car, if you look at the car and go straight up, there's kind of a spooky face that's looking down at the scene. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty cool. Is Harry in chat? You like it when I go off, Miss Libby? It doesn't happen super often, but yeah, you should have to be this high to ride. That's funny, Unchained Artist. Our Homeless Life, what's up? Nice to have you in there. Firm Audits, what's up, man? Southern Illinois in the house. As I like to put it, Illinois. You know, I don't know if that makes you mad, Firm, but, you know. Let's see, what else we got in here? So I don't know if you guys see that. But if you go straight up from the truck there, there's like a face in the trees. It's kind of creepy. Harry Nuts caught that. Is Harry in chat? Because that was a good catch. That was a great catch. But let's go back to the comments here. Ooh, I lost my place in the comments. Give me a quick second, and I will find out where we. Oh, here we go. Interesting evening. It was an interesting evening, Fab Daddy, because we had a couple of stops and they both were good. I couldn't believe it. I had two, one from Aurora and one from Denver that day that were actually really good. So, Pallone, thanks for the video. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Pallone. I really appreciate it. And then we get to an actual good interaction. I put it on the feed here because I like to put the good with the bad. I haven't had any really good ones up until this point. So, you know, I've been getting good interactions. I don't know if they're drinking weird water or what the deal is, but or maybe they're trying to calm down with KDOT and myself because they know we're not a threat, and they have had briefings on us. So, you know, I don't know what the deal is, but I know one thing. I've dealt with Officer Saxelby, and this guy, I'm glad he's training because he's training people the right way. And I've known this guy for quite a long time, and he's just a good dude. You know, I've had conversations with him off camera, and we've talked about a myriad of things. And, you know, it is what it is. Unchained Artist says, MLH, my wife's a M short H. I love it. My ex is M long hair. Really pissed off Marine. Denizen, what's up? Nice to have you in chat, man. Really appreciate you. We still have to have a panel one day, Denizen. Bernie is on me almost on a daily basis. When are we going to get Denizen on a panel? And we'll do it like, you know, we'll talk about music and stuff like that, you know, something fun. All right, continuing on here on the Saxelby video, Shirley Z says, sounds like a couple of unicorns in the force. Hopefully it gets to train more officers so they know how to do it right. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Shirley. You're always appreciated, you know, with your comments. And yes, Saxelby is just a good dude. Nez Lover giving me some emoji. Thank you, Nez. Appreciate you. Gimmickless. Volume seems a little low. Not sure if you're able to fix that. Does the volume seem low to y'all? Liz Solomon, what's up? Nice to have you in chat. Is the volume okay, guys? Can you hear me? All right. Is everything kosher? Let me know in chat there if the volume is okay. I would appreciate that. Thank you, Gimmickless, for letting me know. Technical issues are always volume seems okay. Okay, right on. Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Gimmickless. When I do these live shows, I never really know, and I should ask right at the beginning if the volume is okay. But you know, the lower the better. How dare you, Jen? How dare you? Truth speaker, thank you. A truth speaker, I should say. Thank you. All right. Gimmickless brings up a decent point here, and I want to kind of talk about this. He says, I just fear for your guys' safety in situations like that. They are trained killers. This guy was smiling because he was getting the reaction he wanted. Hopes for you guys to push it far enough for him to justify assault. I bet you would get better results just laughing at them, because in truth they are just clowns and a sad joke. I agree mostly with you, Gimmickless. Normally I'm not as vocal as I am, but K-Dot and I have had deep discussions about this, and we've both come to the same agreement. Sometimes you have to say what you have to say, and we have a First Amendment for a reason. If you don't exercise that First Amendment, Gimmickless, and push the boundaries of it, then what are we doing out there? You see what I'm saying? So I understand your point. I've had other people tell me the same thing, but if we're not, we're willing to take the risk, Gimmickless. K-Dot and I have both discussed this. We're both willing to take those risks, and up to and including a bullet. And I know that, and it's not hyperbole. We're both willing to flex our rights as much as we can to make sure that we instill that we do have those rights. But I do get your point. It is pushing the boundaries. But I in all honesty, I don't really care, because that's the point of us being out there, is flexing our rights. So it is what it is. King Solomon says, I never thought I'd see the day. Respectful cops, go figure. Yeah, Saxelby, like I said, is just I wish he would make sergeant one day, because he seems to know the right way of doing things at all times. If you guys watch that video, at first they shined the spotlights in my direction just to make sure, that we weren't going to hurt him or whatever. And as soon as Saxelby recognized who I was, he came up, he gave me his card without asking. He was like, hey, MLH, here's my card, very respectful. And that's the way it should always be. And then when I asked for information, I was like, what's going on here, Saxelby? He's like, oh, this is just a simple traffic stop. And I said, with a warrant, right? Because they had already put somebody in handcuffs. Yes, with the warrant. And they don't need to get into super detail, but giving us basic information keeps us from asking further questions. You know what I'm saying? It's the right way to handle things. And then after he was done putting the person in the car, securing the person, the whole scene was safe, etc., etc., he took the time to talk to K-Dot and I, just about everything in general, and then he had to be on his way. And that's the way they all should be, so I don't know, just the way that it should be. Okay, let's move on. On same video, John Bartlett says, always give credit where credit is due. And this is a good point, and K-Dot always points this out on his streams too. You have to show the good with the bad. It just so happens that I have way more bad videos to show you guys than good. I wished it was the reverse. I wished every time I could go out it would be with Saxelby or Saxelby clone. And, he is, like Shirley said, the unicorn of the Aurora Police Department. I have in my mind only like 2 or 3 officers that, are really, really good at what they do over there. Everybody else needs a shit ton of training. Let's just put it that way. Captain Chromo says, good cops have nothing to hide from the public eye. Props to these officers for not only following the law, but also acknowledging you and your First Amendment right. See, that's what I'm saying, Captain Chromo. We never, ever have problems with officers that leave us alone, understand we're not a threat, and answer questions, if they can answer them. It's not a huge deal. I don't know why cops have a huge issue with that. Just want to live free says, oh damn, I live a few blocks away. Hopefully I'll see you out there. Just want to live free. Really appreciate you watching the video. Thank you so much. The noob says the city should be proud to have gentlemen like this serving them. You can tell he knows respect is earned by showing it. That will serve him well, and I hope he never loses that. That's my thing too, and I made that point on that video. I hope Saxelby becomes a sergeant and keeps his demeanor, because if he does, there's going to be a lot of change, within the force, and it starts with one officer, and I've said that for a long time. Either we got to start over, or we got to start changing things from within, and we have to start admonishing the bad stuff and start training with the good people. I actually think we really should start over, because I think it's too far gone and too corrupt to fix. But hopefully Officer Saxelby can navigate that, because I have a feeling at some point Saxelby is going to be admonished for his good doing. But hopefully that's not the case. Bacon, in response to the noob, says yes, considering that Aurora literally the worst place to live in Colorado. I don't know if Aurora is the worst place to live in Colorado. Bacon, have you ever been to Commerce City or Lochbuie or Brighton? I mean, there's some pretty rough. Pueblo, La Junta. I mean, there's parts of Colorado Springs are shitty. I mean, it's just, there's a lot worse place to live than Aurora. Wicked Cheney says, I love when all the best cop interactions are in Colorado. I've seen some bad ones in Colorado, but I live in Longmont and have never seen anything negative here. Wicked Cheney, there's lots of negative in Longmont. Sorry to deflate you a little bit there, and I've been meaning to get up to Longmont to do some videos, but they've got a reputation up in Longmont too. Just look, if you guys really want to know about a police force, just look at the reviews on Google or Yelp, and that'll tell you pretty much what you need to know. Truth Speaker says Aurora supports drunk officers. Greeley's awful too, Dennis, and that's a good point, man. Greeley sucks. It stinks, but that's not. Greeley's another one, man. They got a lot of corrupt officers. It's a ways away from Denver. That's why I don't head down there very often. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Bacon says Broomfield can be iffy. Boulder, Westminster, and Thornton have annoying police. That could be said for pretty much all of the Denver metro area, Bacon. I've dealt with cops in many counties and cities and towns here, and 99% of them are bad. Emilio Hidalgo says, always see the bad cops. Nice to finally see a good one. I totally agree, Emilio. I was shocked that night. I mean, Saxelby started off the night right, and then we headed down the road on Colfax, and I found some Denver cops that were actually decent. So it was actually a good night for me to be out and about, and it doesn't happen very, very often. Blue Unicorn says Greeley is bad in every way. I totally agree. Greeley does suck, especially the Weld County Sheriff. Truth Speaker says, yes, exactly. Sasquatch, welcome on in. Pissed Off Marine says, I am friends with the sheriff and deputy sheriffs and cops. We play poker and hang out at the bar and barbecue, but these cops and sheriffs are not breaking the law, violating people's rights. Pissed Off Marine, are you sure about that? I'm not saying your friends are nefarious or anything like that, but I've known cops in real life as well that I played poker with, et cetera, et cetera. But the stories that I hear and knowing what I know, how long I've been out here, there's such a thing as character. Character is what you do when nobody is watching. You know what I mean? So, I mean, obviously, all these cops have friends and family, and they're going to be good to their friends and family. So you don't know unless you know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sucks to say. I mean, even with the people that I've known that are close to me in my life, you don't know unless you know. So, I mean, you can play poker with them. You can have barbecues. You can, shoot the shit with a lot of people, but you don't know what they do, when they're out doing what they do. So I hear you, and I'm kind of in the same boat. Um, Praise the good, expose the tyrants. Anon says yes. Los Angeles Spike, welcome. Yes, Casa Bonita. I can't wait till they open it up again. Los Angeles Spike. I'll take you guys through a tour. That'll be fun. Um, let's see. Watch the body cameras. I've done the ride-alongs. I've been in courts with them. Yeah, I know. Piss off Marine. I mean, I'm not saying they're all bad. There are some good ones. Officer Saxelby is a good one. There are a few good ones that want to do the decent and right thing. But I mean, body cams are. We know how body cams are, and we know how police sometimes edit or turn off body cams at the wrong times or right times and stuff like that. But I mean, if you know good ones, you know good ones. Piss off Marina. I'm not here to say that every single cop is bad, but I've always got skepticism when it comes to, because I've seen too much, and I know you have too. So it is what it is. Leslie Sylvan, welcome on in. Bring back the Andy Griffith type policing, MRAPs, and seeing the citizens as enemies is fucked. Yeah, I would agree with you, Unchained Artist. The only thing, I don't think we'll ever go back to those days because in reality, the Andy Griffith days were that's when policing was not as safe. You know what I'm saying? Now, being a police officer is one of the safest jobs you can have because you can pretty much shoot somebody and kill them at your safety expense, and everything is okay, and you'll never be charged with it most likely. So, I mean, it's not the most unsafe job in the world like it used to be back in the day, like in the Andy Griffith days. Back in those days, I mean, mostly you relied on your billy club, and you know what I mean. I mean, it was unsafe, is what I'm trying to say. Now it's fairly safe. Eric Marshall says, "How do you have time to do this? I have a family, work, kids, projects at home. Just to sit down and watch a show is a struggle for me." Eric Marshall, why I have time to do this is because I'm gonna be upfront and honest with you guys. I'm disabled, and that's how I have time to do this. Okay, my back is in shambles. I have herniated disc. I know a lot of people have herniated disc and stenosis and all kinds of stuff with their backs, but mine is pretty extreme. It's hard for me to even walk at times. That's why if you notice on my live streams, I can't really run. I mean, at best I can do a jog, and even that's a stretch for me. I can't stand for any length of time. I can't lay down for any length of time. Even when I sleep at night, like I toss and turn, and I have a lot of problems with my back. Lower, middle, and upper. I've had multiple accidents, like car accidents. I've had multiple work accidents. So that's how I have the time to do this, Eric Marshall. If anybody's wondering, like, why I don't have a full-time, I mean, I hear that all the time. Get a job, get a job, get a job. This is my job. This is my full-time job. So it's what I do. So I hope that quells any questions about how I have time to do this. And I'm sorry you have that situation, Eric Marshall. I also have kids and family and projects at home too. But I make time to do this because I'm that passionate about it. So it is what it is. American Amy decided to put a bunch of emojis. Thank you, guys. Thank you, American Amy. Really appreciate that. Janet, welcome on in. Appreciate you. Let's see what else we got in here. I've been watching videos from the ASL policing policies, and it's a shame that all departments don't have to go through this training. Yeah, firm. I've said it time and time again. I wish that we could start over with training, and I wish somebody like KDOT or myself could be a big part of the training because I think we could make a huge difference. We are making a difference. It's obvious. Blue Unicorn says, my back was injured catching a man that was having a seizure. Don't do that. I was 21 and it disabled me for life. Exactly, Blue Unicorn. So you can imagine having 3 accidents, multiple work accidents, one involving me carrying a big-ass ladder. I mean, I've had bad luck. As a matter of fact, when I was 13, I fell off of a probably about a 15-foot embankment straight on my back, and that was the first of my many accidents with my back. I've just had bad luck when it comes to my back, so you know. Liz Solomon says, I tried to get disability for my back and got denied. It sucks, the pain. Yeah, see, I did the same thing, Liz. I tried to go for disability. They wouldn't give me the money. Doesn't mean I'm not in the pain. So you know exactly what I'm going through, Liz. I'd get out with you if I convinced the wife to head out west. Yeah, man, come on over. Unchained, it's nice out here. It's not a bad place to live. Well, I mean, it could be better, but, I don't get disability, but I'm disabled from it. Same here, Blue Unicorn. I don't I don't get money for it, but, first attempt is nearly always denied. Like cop watching, perseverance matters. They hope you'll just go away. Yeah, I didn't. And another factor, Leslie, I don't have a ton of money. It's how dare you, Unchained Artist, how you start anal. How dare you? All right, let's continue on here. Patrick Lewis says, when they don't want to be filmed in public, you can just imagine the sick, horrible things they do in private. That's another point. It's like, what do they do when nobody's watching? I mean, it really, it is what it is. Ms. Libby, who's in chat, says, you handled him very well, MLH, as always. This was the drunk guy. This was a funny video. It's a short video. If you guys get a chance to watch it, it's kind of funny. This drunk guy, while we're having a good interaction with the cops, decides to come up and start trouble with KDOT and myself. And he's like, trying to tell us we can't film. And I'm like, I'm on a public sidewalk. Get the hell out of here. It's like, I wasn't having any shit that night either, man. I was just in a mood, but Shirley Z says, your camera is magical, draws in all the snowflake Karens and Darrens. Stay safe. I know, it's weird, isn't it, Shirley? I happen to catch a lot of Karens and Darrens on my camera. Love your intro, Angela D says. Tight. Thank you. Road Dog helped me put the visuals. I picked the song. If you guys were wondering what the song is on my intro, it's Danger Snow. The guy's last name is Hennig. I can't remember his first name, but it's a really cool song. You guys should check it out. Blue Unicorn, who's in chat, says, I like to get in buses and scream at the bus driver that I don't want to be on buses. Yeah, that's a good point, Blue Unicorn. That's a good way of putting it with this drunk guy. He just stepped in it, and it is what it is. Harry Nuts, what's up, man? Thank you for joining, man. Harry Nuts has a great channel. Make sure you sub to Harry Nuts. He's one of my all-time fave channels, and always will be. NF says, immediately goes to the cop to enforce his hurt butt. Yeah, see, it's funny. This drunk guy, once he got done with me trying to get me to stop filming, he went over to the cop thinking that the cop was going to do something, and the cop pretty much just blew him off. So it was a good job all the way around by Aurora Police and Denver Police that night. Jose G, who has another great channel, says, drunk guy breathing all on the cop, he's going to get pulled over. Yeah, see, if you get close to a cop and you smell like alcohol, don't get in a car, because you will be pulled over. Alan B, my good friend Alan B from across the pond, says, nice work. Always good to have someone with you if you can. KDOT and I have made a commitment that we are going to try to get out as much as possible with each other just to have backup, because it is important. All right, let's move on here. Jorkilla made a comment about the loud Honda that was in the video. He says, loud ass Honda, definitely Colorado. Yeah, there's a lot of Hondas with those mufflers that people put on. I don't understand why people pay all that money to have that muffler that makes a bunch of noise. It's like the dumbest thing in the world. It's like you have to prove your penis size, I guess, through your muffler. King Solomon says, MLH and KDOT, the dream team. We try. KDOT and I are very, very good when we're out there, because we have, it's kind of weird. There are certain cop watchers that you go out with that, you kind of, And K-Dot and I are like this, like we're in sync. Like we can look at each other and we know like where we need to be, like camera wise, like one person on the other side, one person here, or both together. I mean, we have kind of like a connection where we don't really even need to talk to each other to understand. You know, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it is kind of how we do things out there. McDonald says that guy's voice sounds like the worst voiceover translator. He was something else, McDonald. This guy was really something else. Truth Speaker says, I have a rare form of muscular dystrophy. It sucks. I feel your pain. Yeah, Truth. I feel bad for anybody that has any type of back problems or, you know, muscular dystrophy or MS like Aurora Transparency has. Like all that shit sucks, you know. Do you think people would be thrown off if you carried a flashlight bulb and a cape like an old Tim photographer? They probably would, Unchained Artists, and they would use that as an excuse to kill me probably. But I will let you guys know this. Like, I got a new charger. You know how I always carry in my vest a charger for my phone so I never run out of battery? I have a new one now that actually has a really good flashlight on it. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to be using that as well in the near future. You know, like when they shine their spotlight in my face and all that type of stuff. So let's see. People back then just stood till they never seemed to ask what the f you're doing. Yeah, you know, I mean, I find it amazing. Like, you know, back in the day when video cameras first came out, like people couldn't wait to be on those things. You know, hey mom, you know, they were all like excited to be on cameras. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when video cameras first came out, you know, and it's like any chance you got, you wanted to be on camera because it was such an anomaly to have cameras out there, you know. And nowadays it's the complete opposite. You know, this guy came up to the camera and he's like, you know, and I told him, I was like, if you don't want to be on camera, then don't go up to a camera. Like, it's pretty simple. It's not rocket science. Let's move on here. Bernie, who's next to me, says the dynamic duo at it again. Yes, we are. Canada, my good friend Canada, says that guy is a representative of the lack of knowledge in society today. It's a North American problem. We all need to have at least a basic understanding of our God-given rights. You know, that's a good point, Canada. Most people don't understand that it's okay to film in public, and they get all upset, you know, and it's an ignorance thing more than anything. And that's another thing that K-Dot and I try to do, is educate as much as possible. This guy was like drunk though, and there was no way he was going to understand anything. You know, it's just what it is. And, hey, Kip, welcome on in, sir. Nice to have you in there. Yeah, flashbulb would probably be considered a quote assault, Anonmal says. Exactly. Okay, let's move on here. Gregory Biggs on my Saxelby video says, Saxelby is an excellent example of how a cop can maintain appropriate control without this steroid showing. Yes, that's a good point, Gregory Biggs. Thank you for watching the video, by the way, but it is. Okay, here's my first hate comment of the day, guys. It's 80s baby boy, and I emphasize baby because he is a baby. He says frauditing. Thanks for the comment. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs down with a heart though, because you know it's a negative comment. You know, it's funny, 80s baby boy. You give me this frauditing comment, but yet you didn't see the other videos I did on the good cop watches I did. So were those videos frauditing as well? I mean, you just let me know. Come back to the channel and let me know. Shirley Z says, there's always got to be one who is a mean and stupid drunk. Usually I've noticed when I used to go out, it had whiskey involved. I've seen sweet, quiet guys turn mean after a few whiskey drinks. I probably wouldn't recognize you unless you had the sunglasses on. Great video. Yeah, that's a good point, Shirley. Like I almost always have my sunglasses on. Very rarely do I ever not have my sunglasses on, even at night, because I get a lot of sunglasses that you're able to put them on at night that kind of take care of glare. I don't have the anti-glare on my glasses, or if I do, it's not that strong. So putting on those glasses takes care of that glare, and I can still see everything perfectly. So, but yes, whiskey is. If you can't handle whiskey, don't drink it. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see in chat, Unchained Artist. It's only cops that aren't fat or short, or a lady or a short fat lady that seem to be the worst. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to dispute that, but they're all pretty bad most of the time, except for, the select few, and I've talked about that already. McDonald gave us a translation of the guy in the background that's coughing. Let's see. Some guy said, whenever something like this, whenever something happens like this, call me. Lempira is the money currency of Honduras. Yeah, and that's the name of that establishment, McDonald. The guy said, I'm going to head that way. She said, the guy is the father of Myra. Go away, leave, the lady said. Guy number 1 said, I have to go to work, F that. Guy 2 said, Benny, go back inside. Guy 3 says, what you did, what I did. Almost at the end, they were talking about impounding a vehicle. All I was able to hear in the translation that took place in La Lempira. Well, thank you, McDonald, for translating. I really appreciate that. I can speak Spanish. I do understand Spanish, but I'm more concerned with what's going on rather than paying attention to what's going on in the background. Like the cop, there were like 8 cop cars there. Even though it was a good interaction, you still have to keep your head on a swivel. But McDonald, much appreciated. Let's see. Wow, North California mountains. That's pretty awesome, Harry. Pallone says, thanks, MLH, for the video. Thank you, Pallone, as always. King Solomon says, MLH, clean your camera lens, damn it. Yes, I tried a couple of times, King Solomon. I didn't have the proper cleaning equipment. There was a lot of glare, and I do apologize for that, but I did get it rectified after. I cleaned it with alcohol and Q-tip and all that, so it should be good going forward. And I'm going to try to carry some Q-tips with me so I can clean those little tiny lenses on my phone to get you guys the best possible view. If I clean too much, though, like there's some weird glare on there. Not like a dirt glare, but like a light glare that sucks, and there's nothing I can do about that. But anyways, King Solomon says, MLH, I appreciate everything you do. Thanks for being a friend. Thank you, King Solomon, for watching the videos. As always, I really do appreciate it. And Angela D, to end it, watched the Security Guard Gone Wild Part 2 video, the one I did with KDOT when we went back the next day, says, I'm catching up on your vids and came across this ridiculous one. How dare they tell you that you can't pass out food and water to people who need it? This pisses me off. Then they try to come up with BS reasons why it's illegal. What a joke. Good on you for standing up to those tyrants. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous too, Angela. I mean, I was literally handing out food and water to people that desperately need it. You know what I mean? Like, and the day before, that same security guard got mad that I was handing out on a public sidewalk, no less, food and water to a guy that had half a leg on a wheelchair. And he was upset. The first thing he said to me was, "Oh, so you're enabling these people, huh?" That's the first thing he said to me, and that's what really pissed me off. So there you go. All right, let's look at the held for review comments, see if I have any in there. I don't know why this was held for review, maybe for language, but let me check it out. It's from Thomas Veteran. He says, awesome interaction. It says blocked word, so there's got to be some bad word that you said in there, Thomas Veteran. Awesome interaction. You and KDOT show respect when it's given. Show no respect when you get disrespected. Uniform or status don't mean shit. That's what got flagged right there. To this man, will drop anyone except women. My weakness that I show respect to, and they think their badge or title means anything to me. I was raised to respect the CEO as well as the janitor. Served in disrespect from people that not with words wanted me dead. Feel me? I feel you, Thomas. Thank you for the comment. Really appreciate it. Now we get to the hopefully fun stuff, the hidden comments. These ones usually are the hate comments. And let's go ahead and reveal. Let's see how many I got this week. Oh, here we go. Big fella 1998 says, douchebag metro asshole. What a waste. I have no idea if that was for DMA or my. I think it was for DMA. But take your grievances to him if you have a problem with him, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Don't need that. Larry Chanel says, for as much as I say F the police, good ones like this need to be highlighted as well. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and approve this, Larry Chanel. I normally don't allow blocked words like the F word and stuff like that on the channel because YouTube's algorithm doesn't really like it at a certain point, but every once in a while I can let one sneak through, so I'm going to go ahead and do so there, and that's all I have there. Let's see. On August 22nd, 2018, Blue Unicorn says the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit ruled that outdoor food sharing by Food Not Bombs was protected under the First Amendment. It is, Blue Unicorn, but you have to do it on the where I don't want to say I went wrong, because I don't think it's ever wrong to feed and water people. I mean I did park on private property, but I mean it was so petty. If you guys saw the videos, it was just really petty. Let me look at the mentions here that I got. Oh, Aztec Ninja at it again. F you, dude. I mean, that's all I got to say. Horizon City, but thanks for bringing people to my channel, Aztec Ninja. Horizon City News Service mentioned me in a video about creepy cops looking in your window. Yeah, I mean, they do this a lot. They really do it a lot. K-Dot mentioned me about a week ago as well. Same video, and of course our good friend Sasquatch, and that's all the mentions. So thank you guys very much for mentioning me. It always helps. I do appreciate it. Let's see if I got anything else here. There, I'm going to give the thumbs up to that one, Thomas Veteran. Thank you very much. So, forgot the heart there. All right. I think that's it. That is it. I've got them all taken care of. How you guys doing today? You guys staying safe out there? You guys having problems with your mental health or your physical health or anything like that? Hopefully everybody is good to go. I will say, if you guys Broken System, what's up, man? Nice to have you in there. Fab Daddy, thank you. Yeah, everyone needs to have a nemesis, Fab Daddy. I really don't have too many haters out there. I have to admit, like a lot of auditors and cop watchers and artists, and they have like a lot of arch nemesis. I don't have a lot of people. I'm kind of lucky. Like K-Dot takes a lot more shit than I do. Regan's got a target on her back apparently. All that type of stuff. But I don't have. I mean, I think I'm pretty universally liked for the most part, as far as like this 1A community goes, which is rather cool, I'd say. All right. Let me talk a little bit about mental health. If you guys are struggling with your own mental health, please make sure you reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that matters. But if you email me and you can't wait for a response, or if I'm taking too long, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. It could save your life. There also is a national hotline number. If you dial 988 on your phone, 988 send, you will get connected to an actual professional that can help you through your crises right then and there. If you're uncomfortable with talking with somebody and you'd rather text with somebody, you can also message 988, or you can talk to healthfulchat.org on your browser of choice. So there you go. What else do we got? I think that's about it. I'm going to look at chat here. Do you guys have any questions for me? My mental health is improving daily. That's awesome, Blue Unicorn. That's great to hear. And Blue Unicorn, if you ever have one of those days, everybody has those days, feel free to email me and I always answer my emails. I can't promise when because sometimes I'm super busy, but if you're having a down day or something and you just need a word of encouragement, or you just want to say hey and hear see a familiar voice, or typing, whatever, I don't know. Your cat died in I'm sorry to hear that, Blue Unicorn. That's always tough. Animals help us a lot through life. I wish I could have a dog or a cat, but it's just not in the cards right now. So let's see. I'm trained in mental health stuff. That's good to know, Blue Unicorn. Check your email. Kip, I'll check it right now, sir. And we'll check it live on air here. Let's see. Did you send me something yesterday, Kip? Because if you did, I apologize. I didn't check my email this morning. Oh, there it is, Kip. I got it. Okay. I got you. I maybe it got sent to my spam or something, but I do have you now, Kip. I got you in there. So I'm sure we'll be talking soon. I'm looking through my spam. I don't see you in there, but you never know. But anyways, I got you in there, Kip. So we're good to go. I'll respond to you. Sativa or indica? Indica all the way, Fab Daddy. It's not even close for me. Hybrid or indica, but if I smoke a hybrid, it's definitely leaning indica, for sure. So yeah, indies all day, Unchained Artist. Yep, that's right, man. That's right, man. Hey, take care, Harry. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody in chat. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being ardent supporters of the channel. I don't take it lightly that you guys come to these comment shows. You guys watch my videos. I'm, well above 3,000 subscribers now, so I really, really do appreciate it. You prefer sativa? I know, Fab Daddy. Bernie prefers sativas too. They work a lot better for her. Please see my message about today. Did you email me, Liz? Did you email me? If you emailed me, Liz, I'll get your email and we can correspond there. Please see my message about. Did you leave a message before here? Let me see. Manuel's Village. What are we doing? Is at noon Central Time on CFW panel to raise funds. Okay, I gotcha, Liz. I'm gonna be a bit busy today, but thanks for the information. If everybody wants to head on over there, I gotcha, Liz. Kakawate, welcome. It's kind of at the end of the show, but thank you for joining nonetheless. I like the cut of your jib, Sonny. Maybe next year we can hand out my jams and jellies. I stocked up for the coming food shortage, but I'll make more. Yeah, Blue Unicorn, anytime, man. I like handing out food to people. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I love helping people. It's it provides a lot of fulfillment in one's life. I mean, even if you can afford to get a 6-pack of water, bottled water from a Walmart, which doesn't cost much. I mean, for goodness sakes, you can go to Sam's Club or Costco and get like 2 cases of water for like $5. So it's not super expensive, and it'll make you feel good. Even in the wintertime, water is essential for everybody. So if you see, some homeless people that are struggling, and if you're saying to yourself, why should I help these people? They're all drug addicts, etc., etc., etc. You really need to check your morality and not worry about whether or not people are drug addicts or alcoholics. And this is what I'm going to say to you. This is how I'm going to try to appeal to you. If you feel that way, if you feel that every homeless person is a drug addict or an alcoholic, don't you think they still deserve to drink water? I mean, that's pretty basic, right? I mean, these are human beings. Every human being deserves a chance to live with dignity. So I'm just saying, it just is. The video you gave me permission to mirror has well over 20,000 views. Hope that drives more over here because you deserve the growth. Thanks, Broken System. See, that it's really weird, Broken, because that video of mine, and I do say it's mine. I know other people have taken credit for it, and I'm not saying you have, but a lot of people have a lot of views based on based on that Chatio video, and my video as of right now has like 1,000 views, and it was always kind of weird to me because I'm the original. You know, I have the best view of that whole situation, and it was just I'm not bitter because it is what it is. It's well in the past, but I think that video more than anything has garnered me a lot of respect because I think I held my own in that video, and I think that's worth more to me than any amount of views or anything because I don't concern myself with that to begin with. So, it is what it is. But I'm glad you got some views broken, and like you said, I hope it does bring people over here. Unindoctrinated, welcome to chat. So, really appreciate you. Los Angeles Spike, I think I said hey to you, but if I didn't, hello. What else? All right. Make sure you subscribe to Biggie and Bean's channel. That's Harry Nutt's daughter's channel, and she does a fantastic job of helping us calm down from all the madness that is cop watching and all that other stuff. So again, I want to thank everybody in here. It's a pleasure to bring the videos to you guys, and a pleasure to have you guys always have my back. When I can't have KDOT by my side, it's very comforting to know that at least I have, a bunch of witnesses when I do my videos, see what I go through on a day-to-day basis. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thanks to all you guys. I think that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys stay safe this weekend. Do something kind for one another. Be good to your friends. Be good to your family. And most importantly, be good to yourself. That's all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for joining. Have a great weekend, and I'm sure I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.